Hey guys, hello and welcome. Hope you guys are having fun and a good weekend. We just had an amazing day. The weather was beautiful and it was just a good time hanging out with the family. So I want to welcome you to the savviest savvy party you will ever attend. I believe that every woman should never have to compromise quality for beauty in terms of makeup, and that's why Savvy Minerals was born. It was created and developed to bring amazing women just like you a makeup that works with only the finest ingredients that are actually beneficial to your skin. So my name is Jen Schreck Martinez. I have been with Young Living since 2014, and I am passionate about health and wellness, and I want to share that with other people. So as you join, go ahead in the comments and let me know who you are and where you're tuning in from, and I want to go ahead and just get started. So whether you're looking for safe toxin-free makeup or not, by the end of this video, I believe that you're going to want to get some Savvy Minerals, and here's why. What's the number one thing that most women are looking for in a makeup? They want to look beautiful. They want to cover up any blemishes, and they want to have flawless skin, right? But they also want to feel beautiful, right? So on the inside, they know that they're beautiful. Everybody tells them that they have a beautiful soul, but they want that to be expressed on the outside as well, okay? So you totally deserve to look and feel like that beautiful person that you are on the inside that deserves to be reflected on the outside. But let me ask you this. So we want our makeup to make us look better and to feel beautiful, right? Yes. But we also want a product that isn't going to be filled with a lot of chemicals, right? We don't want any junk that's in it. We don't want things that are in it. Hey, Kayla. Hey, Mike. We don't want things in it that are known to cause cancer, things that are that will cause neurological problems, infertility, other issues like that, right? Of course, we want something that's going to be safe. We want something that doesn't have any of that junk in it, right? So no chemicals, no synthetics, nothing harmful. We want it to make us look better, and we want us to feel better. So Savvy Minerals actually enhances your natural beauty with ingredients that are beneficial to your skin. And we're going to go through those in just a second. So we have what we call the Savvy No-Nos, right? So these are the ingredients that can be found in commercial products, things that you can buy in department stores. Even high-end cosmetics are full of harmful chemicals, and here's why. In 1938, the cosmetic industry, so this falls under all fragrances, all cosmetics, all personal care products, all of that. That's like a blanket kind of umbrella, the cosmetic industry. It was granted self-regulation. What that means is that there are over 25,000 chemicals that are being used in your products that actually the government knows that they could be harmful, but they gave regulation to the cosmetic industry and said, it's up to you if you want to disclose that. If you want to disclose that. You don't have to, because we're going to let you self-regulate it. So even if you have test results that say something's harmful, if you don't want to disclose it, that's totally fine. We're going to leave it up to you. It's your decision. That's not okay, guys, right? Okay, so a lot of these ingredients are harmful, and they can affect your reproductive system. They affect human development, your organs, lots of other things. But the main thing that it affects is your endocrine system, which is in charge of your whole reproductive system. So think of all those things that not just your reproductive organs, but all reproduction starts in your brain. So it even affects things that are in your brain, okay? So these harmful ingredients that I'm going to talk about, they're not found in any of the Young Living products. They're not in any of the Savvy Minerals makeup, okay? So in Savvy Minerals, you are not going to find petrochemicals. What is a petrochemical? Petrochemicals include mineral oils that are made from petroleum. So think of things Think of petroleum, think of that greasy like Vaseline. That's petroleum. That's no good for you. If you're using it, please stop because you're harming your system, okay? So petrochemicals, they include mineral oils that are made from petroleum that cause breakouts, premature aging, and they negatively affect your hormones and your immune system, okay? There's no mama on the planet that's got time for that, right? So petrochemicals are found in lots of creams and lotions, ointments, and cosmetics, and that's why it's not found in Young Living Savvy Minerals, okay? Then talc. So talc is like that powder, like baby powder that has been known to have talc in it. Talc can cause skin irritation, organ system toxicity in your lungs and your ovaries, and it is a known carcinogen. And I'm going to give you guys a couple websites for you guys to look at so that you can do some of your own research, because I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not here to diagnose, cure, treat, whatever. But I am passionate about health and wellness, and it does not take a degree in order to help educate people. So if you don't believe all the information that I'm giving you, I'm going to give you some websites so that you can go and you can look up all this information on your own. The first one that I want you to write down is www.bewell.com. That's B-E-Well, W-E-L-L.com, okay? So you can find some information there. Also, www.safecosmetics.org. So, SAFECOSMETICS.org. Okay? Talc is found in many of your commonly available products like eyeshadows, your blushes, your foundations, your powders. So all of those powdery things, that is where you can typically find talc. Parabens, that's another real bad one. They are known carcinogens. They're linked to skin cancer. It's another reproductive and developmental toxin. So parabens, when you put a product on your skin that has a paraben in it, it is absorbed directly into your bloodstream, and it is stored in the fatty parts of your cells, and it just sits there. And it sits there and it keeps accumulating and accumulating, because women tend to put makeup on at least once a day. Sometimes they refresh their makeup throughout the day. And so every time you're putting on more makeup or more cosmetics that have these chemicals in it, it's just building up in your system, and it's building this big toxicity level, okay? So we don't have any parabens. We also don't have any phthalates. So those can also be listed as DEP, DBP, and DEHP on the labels. So anything that says that, that's also you can use the word phthalates as kind of interchangeably. So they are toxic to the reproductive system, and they affect development, because phthalates, they actually affect the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is here up in your brain. Okay, you do not want toxins, you do not want chemicals, you do not want bad things up in your brain, right? We want to make sure that our brain is happy and healthy and whole. And when you're adding all of these chemicals and they start affecting that part of your body, it's bad. The phthalates, they also affect your thyroid, and it mimics estrogen in your body. So let's say that your body is already low in estrogen. It's mimicking estrogen, so it's making your body think that there's an overproduction of estrogen, so your body's not going to produce any more estrogen. So wherever your level is, you're going to dip down even farther. So there's no childbearing mamas that are out there that would tolerate this for your skin, right? So phthalates, they disrupt your endocrine system. They're known carcinogens, and they affect the development of your body, and including pregnancy. Young Living products. So these are the ingredients that they don't have: the petrochemicals, the talc, parabens, and phthalates. So what it does have, or what the other things that it doesn't have, is gluten, because there are a lot of people who are allergic or very sensitive to gluten. So none of the products contain any amount of gluten. Also, no nanoparticles. no metals, no synthetic dyes, no synthetic fragrances, and no bismuth. Now, bismuth, it's a very popular filler that is used. It's found in makeup that actually causes skin irritation. So I have tried some other mineral makeup, and it has caused a lot of skin irritation for me, and so I stopped using it. And then I found out later it was because those products contained bismuth. And so you need to be very careful about that. There are marketing geniuses out there that are hired by these cosmetic companies to trick you into believing that what you're putting on your skin is good for you, because they believe that if you feel beautiful, regardless of what ingredients are in it, you'll continue using it because you feel beautiful. And we want to do that, but if you were given the choice to look beautiful using safe ingredients or look beautiful using harmful ingredients, which one would you choose? You would choose to be safe, right? No woman wakes up and says, I want to use the most unhealthy thing that's going to disrupt my reproductive, my endocrine system, my immune system, my respiratory system, and all these different things. No woman does that, right? We all want to be our healthiest us. So bismuth is also a no-no. It's a bad chemical that we don't use. I also want to camp out on fragrances for a second, because I said synthetic fragrances. There are a lot of companies out there, even companies that are advocating for cleaner cosmetic products. They still, in their ingredients, if you go online or if you purchase their products, you can look at their ingredients label and you can see that they're still using synthetic ingredients. So anything that is synthetic, really you want to be cautious about. And so we don't use any synthetic fragrances. And that's important because think about perfumes, for example. And we're not going to be getting into perfumes because Savvy Minerals is just makeup. But I just want everybody to be aware. Fragrances, they can contain thousands of chemicals that can be listed as a fragrance. So they umbrella fragrance, or they umbrella all of these chemicals under fragrance, and they say, well, it's a proprietary recipe and we don't want to disclose it to our competitors, so we'll just list it as fragrance. So anything that you are using, so like lotions or perfumes or sprays or anything like that that has fragrance in it, I would be very, very weary of. I run for the hills if I see a product has fragrance listed because I know there could potentially be thousands of ingredients in there that they're not disclosing, and they are most likely very harmful. So wherever life takes you, Savvy Minerals is here to empower you to be the healthy woman that you want and deserve to be. So what are the ingredients that are in Savvy Minerals? Savvy Makeup contains ingredients that are so safe for you that you won't mind if your little girls, if you have little girls, you won't mind them following in your footsteps. So I have an almost 2-year-old, and she is wild as wild can be. And I was putting on makeup a few months ago, and she's at that stage where she can reach the countertops, and it was a big learning curve for us because she couldn't reach the countertops before, and so it wasn't a big deal if we left something on the edge of the table or the edge of the counter because she couldn't reach it. But at this point, she was able to reach it, and she grabbed my blush, my Savvy Minerals blush, and she dumped it all over herself. And I was like, oh, no. But the thing is there are no ingredients in there that are harmful, so I knew that it was okay. I knew she wasn't going to have a bad reaction to it. I knew that it wasn't going to be a big deal. So I also have I'm a stepmom to a 12-year-old girl, and I don't mind if she wants to play in my makeup. That's totally fine. She can play with any of my makeup because I know none of it is going to be harmful to her. So I want to stress the ingredients that Savvy Minerals does use because they affirmatively benefit your skin and they are completely safe. So these are some of the ingredients that we use. One, we use Young Living essential oils. So that is really nice because, you know, that fragrance that I talked about. So if you want your products to have if you want to also smell beautiful or have a beautiful aroma, or people, when they hug you, say, man, what are you wearing? And you may not be wearing a perfume, but you may have an essential oil. So all Savvy Minerals makeup, not all, but some of our products have Young Living essential oils. Obviously, we wouldn't have an oil like in eyeshadow or any of the mineral products. But also aspen bark extract. It has skin softening properties, and it acts as a natural preservative. So say bye-bye to all of those nasty parabens that we talked about earlier. It also has kaolin clay, which sucks out the impurities. Things like when you go outside and you're in your community and your skin is being bombarded with all kinds of pollution and dirt, and let's be honest, the air is nasty outside sometimes, right? So all of that grime, all of those germs, it all just kind of sits in your pores. So this kaolin clay helps to draw all of those impurities out, so you can have nice, clear, beautiful skin. Also mica. Mica is completely safe, and it gives pure pigment colors to our Savvy makeup. It has very high quality minerals and no nano ingredients or non-nano ingredients. So those are all really important. So I can't really teach a makeup class without giving you some general health tips as well, so that you can create a beautiful, healthy canvas, meaning your skin, for your Savvy makeup. So let's talk about a couple things that could affect it. Things like stress and your diet. Those massively affect your skin's appearance. So if you are bombarding your personal, professional life with stress, it's going to come out in your skin. You're going to have breakouts. If you have a very poor diet that's full of processed foods and sugars and dairies and wheat and all of these things that our body really wasn't meant to digest, you're going to have problems with your skin. And I'm not just talking about your face. You could also have rashes or eczema or psoriasis or things like that. So it's really important to make sure that all of the things that we're actually even ingesting are also going to benefit our skin. So learning how to decrease your stress and adopt a healthy, sustainable diet are two key factors to beautiful skin. So think about stress. When you are stressed, it elevates your hormone levels. And what that does is it makes you more prone to acne. So you know how they've always said, chocolate gives you acne? Well, that's not true. But when people are stressed, they tend to eat chocolate. So people are blaming chocolate, but it's really the stress that's the root cause. I'm not saying go out and eat all the chocolate that you want, because also chocolate is full of sugar. So too much chocolate is also not good for you. But the underlying reason why people go to chocolate is because they're under massive amounts of stress. And that is what causes acne. But it can also trigger psoriasis, and it can cause premature aging. So keeping your stress levels at bay is really important. And then if you use your favorite de-stressing techniques, that also can help. So things like really deep breathing, prayer, meditation, exercise, all of these things lower your stress levels. We have an oil called Stress Away. So it does just that. It takes your stress away. But that is one of my favorite oils, and I will rub that on my temples. I'll rub it on the back of my neck. I'll diffuse it. I'll put it on the insides of my wrists. I'll put it on my neck. I'll put it anywhere where I know that I can get that constant, every time I breathe, I'm getting that constant kind of calm, that zen, that woosah, that Calgon, take me away. I get that feeling. Diet. Let's talk about diet again. So that's also equally important. Collagen, that actually, it makes up 70% of your skin, and vitamin C plays a vital role in its synthesis. So antioxidant vitamins protect collagen, and vitamin A prevents dryness and roughness on the surface. Essential fats are also needed for healthy skin. So I just said you want to avoid sugar, you want to avoid processed foods, you want to avoid wheat and dairy. I know this is hard. Guys, I love cheese. Cheese to me is life. It's another food group to me. And so I have to limit the amount of cheese that I have because I know that it's not that good for me. For my husband, he loves ice cream. Ice cream is dairy. And so like we have to figure out like a good balance. I'm not saying that you have to completely eliminate them for because I know that that's too extreme for some people, but you really have to be very conscious about what you're putting in your body. But if you are eating healthy organic foods, healthy organic fruits, healthy organic vegetables, and good amounts of protein, then that will also help to balance out your diet. Increasing your daily water. I have my little water bottle, my big water bottle, and I drink water all throughout the day. It's very, very important because your body needs to stay hydrated. And then also take your Young Living supplements. We have an entire line of supplements, and some of those are also really beneficial for your skin. So a couple of those are Ningxia Red. Ningxia Red, it's extremely high in antioxidants, and we just talked about how those antioxidants are really good in your diet and they're good for your skin. But Ningxia Red, it's our drink. It's very high in antioxidants. 1 or 2 ounces a day is going to do your body massive amounts of good. And then Sulfurzyme, that combines wolfberry and essential daily nutrients to support intestinal function and eliminates free radicals. Omega Gize, that's our fish oil. It's an omega-3 DHA rich fish oil supplement. It's really, really great. And then Life 9. Life 9 is our proprietary high potency probiotic that combines 17 billion, that's with a B, not an M, 17 billion live cultures and 9 beneficial strains of bacteria that promotes healthy digestion. It supports your gut health. It helps maintain normal intestinal function. All of those things are really, really, really things that happen in your gut. You need to make sure your gut is happy, healthy, and whole, and all of these things will help support that. I take my Life 9, my probiotic. I take that every night before I go to bed. It also, for those of you who don't know, it needs to stay refrigerated. It says it on the label, but a lot of people, especially when they start taking it, if they're not very familiar with probiotics, they don't refrigerate it. So. But if you need some help learning more about sustainable, healthy habits, then let me know after class or after this video, and I would be more than happy to help share some more information with you. Okay, so we've talked about diet, we've talked about stress, we've talked about ingredients that are in our products and what you should be avoiding in other products. But let's also talk about makeup brushes, right? Because you have your beautiful canvas, your face, and we want to make sure that the products, if we're using high quality products, we want to make sure we're using high quality brushes as well. So we don't want to overlook that element because if you're using high quality ingredients in your products, then if you use something that is cheap to apply it, it's not going to have the same effect. So it's really amazing just how much better your makeup can look just by using the right kinds of brushes. And we have a Savvy starter kit. It comes with 1 foundation brush. Now the cool thing about this foundation brush is it's long, it's fluffy, it has soft bristles, and it distributes all of that loose powder evenly across your face without putting too much in one area and making it look like really cakey or dry. But you can also, the cool thing is you can also use this foundation brush to apply your bronzer and your blush as well. So I wouldn't do that permanently. I would eventually buy the blush and bronzer brush, but you could use the foundation brush for, it has dual purposes. The Savvy brushes are awesome because they are made in Italy from high quality hypoallergenic synthetic fibers. It's designed to hold an optimal amount of product and provide easy makeup application and give you that luxurious feel. It's very easy to clean the bristles, and get them to dry quickly. They're dermatologist tested. They're vegan friendly. So it's really cool. Now, I have never really, before Savvy Minerals, I never really owned a nice set of brushes. I think one time I may have bought a couple MAC brushes, but I bought like the cheapest bottom of the line MAC, because at that time I was like, well, MAC is awesome and their product is great. And this is before I knew about chemicals and how that affects my body and all that. And so I used the bottom of the barrel brushes outside of those MAC low-end brushes as well. And my makeup never really set the right way. And I look at pictures from years ago and I'm like, oh, good Lord, my makeup looked terrible. But so you just want to make sure that the makeup brushes that you're using, they're high quality and they're not like the $1.99 ones that you can get from, I don't know, Walmart or whatever. So Young Living has a brush set that includes a foundation brush, a blush brush, a veil brush, a blending brush, an eyeshadow brush, and a carrying case. Or you could purchase each of those brushes individually. A bronzer brush, concealer brush, eyebrow brush, contour brush, and an eyeliner brush. You could, those are also separate outside of the brush set. And then the misting spray, that's another product. We believe that before you apply your makeup, your canvas should be ready to hold all of that makeup. So the misting spray, it's 100% needed when you're using our mineral makeup. It prevents the powder from just kind of resting on those tiny hairs that are on your face. And don't be embarrassed if you have tiny hairs on your face. I do. And it's normal. It's just how we were created. But it allows your foundation, the misting spray, it allows your foundation to stay on longer and provides a smooth appearance on your skin while it's nourishing and freshening your skin. Now, I put this makeup on, I don't know if you can really see, but I put this makeup on at 9 o'clock this morning, so just about 12 hours ago. And I have not reapplied it, so I was out in the sun all day and I was sweating a little bit, but you can see like my makeup hasn't dripped off of my face. And part of that is because of the misting spray. So it's made with pure essential oils like geranium, bergamot, copaiba, cedarwood, black spruce, orange, lavender, lime, vanilla, sage, acacia, and rose. These are all oils that are really good for your skin, but rose, that's the one that I want to stress because that's a very, very expensive oil. It's the most expensive oil, and it's because of the way that they have to get that oil extracted and how many pounds of petals it takes in order to just get an ounce of rose essential oil. So, and there's a difference between hydrosol oil and essential oil. So if you find rose oil and it's really cheap in the store, it is not a pure essential oil. It's probably the hydrosol, which is basically the leftover water after the distillation process of the essential oil, which let's not get into that. But anyhow, if you see rose oil on the shelf somewhere and it's cheap, it's really not rose essential oil. Okay? All right, done. The oils that are in the misting spray, they provide that aroma that inspires. They were designed, all of them were put into the misting spray to inspire confidence and to be really, really perfect for your skin. So all you do is you take 2 to 3 pumps of the misting spray. I should have brought those products out, but you take them and you spritz them on your makeup brush and you gently wipe off any of the excess moisture, and then you pick up your makeup, your mineral makeup using the brush. So you take the brush and you put it in the mineral makeup, and then you put the makeup on your face wherever you want to put it, or reapply it, or wherever. It is not a setting spray. Let me stress that. It is not a setting spray. You do not put it on afterwards. You put it on before you put makeup on your brush, okay? You do not need a setting spray with Savvy Minerals makeup. It is not necessary, all right? So the foundation, let's talk about that for a second. The foundation smooths your skin tone, providing uniform color, and it's perfect to build upon. So if you just want really light coverage, you can just swirl it on really lightly. If you want heavy coverage, or if you have blemishes, you can use the concealer brush and you can just put it on. You can keep applying it, like building it, so it just goes on a little bit thicker, okay? The variety of shades and colors offers something for everybody. So that's the really cool thing, is these the foundations are really, really versatile, and you can mix and match. So we have basically cool, warm, and dark, and then we have different variations inside each of those. We have a 1, 2, and 3. So you could potentially take a dark number 3, and you could use that as a bronzer if you wanted. You don't have to use it as a foundation, but you could also take like a warm number 2, and you could mix that with a dark number 1 if you have a little bit of a mixed skin tone, and that'll give you a perfect balance. So that's what's really cool about them, is the colors. They're very, very forgiving. They're very versatile. It's makes it really easy to match with your skin, and you can blend them to find your perfect match from season to season, because obviously in the summertime, if you're spending a lot of time outside, then you're not going to use cool number 1 because your skin is probably going to be a little bit more tan. So I recommend getting 2 or 3 shades so that you can use them throughout the year as the seasons change. But here's a misconception that I think a lot of people don't realize. But the misconception is that pale-skinned girls, so I'm pretty pale, especially in the winter, but pale-skinned girls cannot be warm-toned. In fact, many fair-skinned women actually have warm undertones. So think of somebody like Nicole Kidman, right? She has like that porcelain skin, but she has warm undertones. And then you have other dark-skinned women who can have cool tones as well. So we need to set your preconceptions about your skin tone aside and use the guidelines that I'm going to give you in a second to really determine which shade would be best for you. So here's a fun little quiz. You can write all these down, or you can watch the replay or go back and rewatch it and figure out what your skin tone is. Because I originally thought, oh, well, yeah, I have pale skin, so I'm a cool number 1. And turns out I was actually a warm number 2. So what you want to do first is you want to look at the veins on the inside of your wrist. Okay, I have really, really great veins. So whenever I go to draw blood, I tell them, obviously they don't do it from my veins, they do it from the crease in my arm, but I tell them, you have 1 chance, I have really great veins. If you don't get it, you're not getting it. Because I don't do needles, by the way. Okay, so anyhow, look at the veins on the inside of your wrists, okay? Are they green or are they more blue and purple? If they are greenish, then you are warm. If they are more blue and purple, then you are a cool, okay? Natural undertones is another way that you can check to see if you are a cool, a warm, or a dark. So your skin's undertone is the color that's underneath the surface. So you can have the same skin color as somebody else, but you could have a different undertone. And the undertones are broken down like this. So a warm would be yellow, peachy, golden undertones. Cool would be pink, red, or bluish undertones. You can also figure out if you're a cool or a warm by the jewelry trick. So think about whether you look better in gold or silver. If you're better in gold, you're a warm. If you're better in silver or platinum, you're a cool. You could also think about the clothes that you wear. So do neutral shades flatter you best? Do your eyes, skin, and your face look better in browns and tans, or are they better in whites and blacks? If they are better in browns and tans, then you're a warm. If they're better in whites and blacks, then you are a cool. Then you could also do the sun's effects. So like when you're out in the sun, like I was today, if you spend all day in the sun, does your skin burn and then turn pink? Or does it go golden brown? If it's golden brown, you're a warm. If it burns really easily, you're a cool. Okay, and then you can also check your eye and hair color. So your natural eye and hair color can help you figure out your coloring as well. Customarily, warm-toned women usually have brown, amber, or hazel eyes with strawberry blonde, red, brown, or black hair. Their hair tends to have gold, red, orange, or yellow undertones. Conversely, for cool people, they have, for cool-toned people, not cool people, cool-toned people, they have eyes that are blue, gray, or green and have blonde, brown, or black hair with blue, silver, violet, or ash undertones. Okay, so if you have taken that little quiz and you already know, then comment below. Let me know if you're a warm or if you are a cool. So when you are applying your makeup, here's a little tip. With your foundation, apply it past your jawline, so kind of like right here, onto your neck, and avoid the line at your jawline. So when people are applying foundation, oftentimes they just stop right here, but we're saying go under, down to your neck, so that you don't have that like weird cutoff right there. So let's talk about blush, okay? Nothing says natural, youthful beauty like blushed cheeks, right? When I was growing up, my mom told me that they used to pinch their cheeks so that they would have that beautiful, like blushed, flushed look. So Savvy Minerals Blush, it boosts your natural radiance. So the mineral-based ingredients are finely ground into a powder to provide a smooth, luxurious application. This also helps the product go on flawlessly, creating buildable color just like the foundation that blends well, and you can wear it all day long. The Savvy Minerals Blush comes in a range of colors to complement different skin tones, and the natural looking shades give your cheeks that perfect flush. So the Savvy Minerals Premium Starter Kit comes with one blush to match your foundation selection. When you're applying your blush, use the blush brush. If you don't have the blush brush, you can use the foundation brush, all right? But start at the ball of your cheek and brush upward along your cheekbones towards the top of your ear. If you have a round face, then just apply it only to the balls of the cheeks, okay? Eyeshadow. We have a huge range of eyeshadows, and they are all beautiful and gorgeous. But you can add some subtle drama or make a really, really bold statement with the eyeshadows. They're made from finely ground minerals, and because we have so many different shades, it makes it really easy to create a natural or dramatic look that complements, again, every skin tone. So the colors are buildable, just like the foundation, just like the blush. And you can layer them, you can blend them to create your own. You can do all kinds of looks. You can wear it all day long. But the Premium Starter Kit comes with 3 eyeshadow shades to complement your foundation color. So you figure out what your foundation color is, and then it automatically provides the blush that would complement that and the 3 eyeshadows that would complement that as well, okay? So when you are applying this, Best Kept Secret, that's one of the base colors, but you would apply that to the entire eyelid like as a primer. The Best Kept Secret, that comes in all of the Premium Starter Kits. So the Savvy Minerals Premium Starter Kits. So it doesn't matter what foundation color you are, that is the base for everybody. Then you choose the medium to light shade and apply it to the lower lid color. And then choose the medium to darker shade and apply it right above the eye socket into the crease of the eyelid. I'm trying to show you guys where all of this would be. And then you can give a highlight and make the eyes shine with the lightest shade that you have from that starter kit. You want to apply a small amount to the inside corner of your eye, right here, and then also a little right below your eyebrow crease, so right here. So what you can do is wet your brush with the misting spray before you apply the eyeshadow. This is what we call foiling, and so this gives it that kind of wet look. It's because you're mixing a liquid with that mineral powder, and it just deepens the color and it holds onto your skin for even longer. But this creates a more pigmented look. And then you can apply the Young Living lip balm that some people will actually apply to the eyelid before applying the eyeshadow. So this creates a damp, kind of sticky surface so that it'll last even longer. Then let's talk about lip gloss and lavender. So it doesn't matter if you are a high heel kind of girl or a lip gloss gal, or more into flip-flops, that's me, or tennis shoes. Savvy lip gloss pairs really, really well with anything. I'm wearing one. It's kind of faded a little bit because I've been eating and drinking since I applied it. But just like every other Savvy product, it brings out your natural beauty without compromising on quality. So the lip gloss provides a natural looking sheer to medium color coverage while it adds shine. It applies flawlessly without that sticky feeling that you get from a lot of other lip glosses. It doesn't get really like goopy and anything like that. The lip gloss moisturizes and softens the lips while making them look fuller thanks to the peppermint oil that is added to that. So you'll get a little bit of a tingle on your lips, and it's because it's that peppermint, it's plumping your lips. But you'll get that high shine kind of pout that you see celebrities and all of those people actually paying for, but you can get it naturally. But that it just kind of completes your whole look. You can layer your lip gloss with your favorite Savvy lipstick so that you can go from a fresh, natural look during the day to an evening look with a bolder color. These products are not tested on animals, and they do not contain beeswax, so that's really important. And then lavender essential oil, that also comes in the Savvy Minerals Premium Starter Kit. It is one of the most versatile oils that are out there. We call it the Swiss Army knife oil, but it's perfect for your skin. A lot of people use it for soothing their skin, not just day to day, but if they have any kind of irritation, lavender is an oil that can help with that. But add a drop to your moisturizer in the morning and the evening to help maintain healthy skin. So now that we've gone through all the products and we have talked about the Premium Starter Kit, it's time to pick out what kit is going to work best for you. So if you have determined whether you are a cool or a warm, go ahead and write that down in the comments. But you can take a look at the 4 foundation options that I'm going to talk about to decide which one is going to work for you. So remember, you can always add another shade. You can always be lighter or darker, blending each of the foundations to get your perfect match. But trust me, it really does not take a makeup artist to blend one with the other and to make a beautiful shade. So the Premium Starter Kit, it has it comes with 1 foundation, so you have 4 color options. It contains one thing of blush, 3 eyeshadows, 1 lip gloss, the misting spray, foundation blush, a 5 ml bottle of lavender essential oil, a Savvy Minerals Young Living booklet, an introduction to Young Living booklet. And so these are the options in the kits. So you have the foundation cool number 2, you have the foundation warm number 2, you have foundation dark number 1, you have foundation dark number 4. So you do not have a cool, or you do not have cool, warm, and dark 1, 2, and 3. And here's why. Number 2 for cool and warm are kind of the most, I don't want to say generic, but it covers more bases than if we had a cool 1 and a cool 3 and a warm 1 and a warm 3. And then dark 1 and dark 4, those are just important because, especially if you have darker skin or those undertones, you really want, the dark number 2 is really not going to give you much of a variation. So the Savvy Premium Starter Kit, it has an amazing selection of products, perfect to get you started, but it is just the beginning. So you need to indicate which Premium Starter Kit that you want as your first order, and then I want to talk to you about adding on products after that. So we have a loyalty program called Essential Rewards. It's amazing. And it is a monthly wellness box that you get to create yourself. So there are other monthly subscription boxes, and they send you stuff every month, but you don't get to decide what goes in them. With our Essential Rewards loyalty program, you get to decide what goes into that monthly box, okay? The skincare line is infused with beneficial essential oils, which we already talked about, but they are also containing safe and effective ingredients that are going to help benefit your skin, make your skin look healthy, make your skin look healthy, and make you feel healthy. And that's what's really important. Outside of the makeup, there are lots of skincare products that we also have. The Art System, that's perfect for every woman. It contains a facial wash, a toner, and a moisturizer, so you can use that every morning and every evening. Also, the Satin Mint Facial Scrub. Guys, this is one of my favorite products. So it has a little bit of peppermint in it, so it makes your face... So it has a scrub in it, which helps to exfoliate, which you need to be exfoliating because you need to get rid of those dead skin cells. But it also has that peppermint cooling, and so it just makes your face tingle just a little bit. It's not burning or anything like that, but it just has like a slight tingle, and it just makes you feel like you have like these little invisible people like just scrubbing all the dirt and grime off of your face. It's awesome. And the renewal serum, also one of my favorite products. It goes on like velvet. It smells amazing. It's made with orchids. Guys, it is so beautiful. It is a product that I believe every woman should have, but it creates a flawless surface for your Savvy Minerals makeup to go on, and it will not clog your pores. So it's really, really great. And then we have bronzers, eyeliners, things like that, diamond dust. All of these things can be added into your Essential Rewards wellness box. You could do bundles. You could add these bundles for, like, maybe for your first month, you want to do the Art System that has the cleanser, the toner, and the moisturizer. You could do that. And then you could, for your second month, you could add the renewal serum and a bronzer. And your third month, you could do the satin facial scrub, satin mint facial scrub. You could add diamond dust. You could add the eyeliner, the multitasker, the lip balm, all of these different things. But you have so many different options. Even if you don't want your monthly wellness box to be all makeup, we have other personal care products that you could use. We have hair care, we have soaps, we have lotions, we have cleaning supplies, we have essential oils, we have supplements. You could do the supplements that we talked about to help your diet. And we also have other things to help with your stress level. So there's so many different combinations that you could use. But I want to thank you guys for listening to me for the last 50 minutes. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys learned a little bit. And more than anything, I hope that you will go through all of your makeup and that you'll check them to make sure that they do not contain those harmful ingredients. Now, that was not an exhaustive list. What I would encourage you to do is go through each ingredient and go and look up each of those products and make sure that they are safe. Make sure that they And don't just Google the very first article and say, oh yeah, well, Wikipedia says that it's safe. Like, really do a lot of research and make sure. And if you have any questions, send them to me directly. You can send them through the Facebook Messenger, and I can help you navigate through some of that as well. So I would love to do that for you guys. Like I said, it is my passion to help other people find health and wellness and get them started on a journey. So whether you start with Savvy Minerals, whether you start with essential oils, whether you start with one of our other starter kits with supplements, or that Ningxia Red, that antioxidant drink that I love and I have every day, whether it's cleaning supplies, no matter what it is, I hope that you just pick a journey and that you stick with it and that you help others to go on that journey with you. So hope you guys have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.